What is up, ladies and gentlemen? It's Charles here, aka the Bearded Guru. So, I had a message that came through in support a little bit ago. Member was wanting to know how you can add your own personal gradient background to things like buttons, or even to the background of your page itself. Just to show you what that could look like. Go in here, settings, and then we'll do HTML, actually body, and then paste that code in, and you'll see you can get like a gradient background. What is with this heading here? What is this? What is this? Alright, it looks like this particular section has a 100 pixel margin top. So that's why we got this, what it looks like up here. So what we can do is actually change that to just be HTML. Nope. If I spelled it right, there we go. So HTML will show the entire background area. So you see you get that nice little gradient background. So the way I do this, there's a cool little tool called Ultimate CSS Gradient Generator. This is by far the easiest way to generate whatever type of gradient outline that you want to use, or gradient background color that you want to use. You can change it to be diagonal. You can change it to be, you can change it to be radial. So to see what that looks like, we'll copy that information here. Then we go back into our custom CSS, and then we'll paste that information there. You get this cool little trippy gradient background with a radial blur to it. It seems like. So yeah, this is how I do it. Like I said, it's very easy. You can go in here and they have a bunch of pre-set up CSS for you, different styles, and then you can also build your own. You know, if you're familiar with like Photoshop and knowing how their gradient stuff works, you can come in here and add pretty much whatever colors you want. You know, start stops. You can change them to be whatever you want. Yeah, you can come in here and just play around with it and have fun. But this is how I get my when I'm doing a gradient style background, or a gradient style background for like my regular page background, or like a button. I'll show you how to do this button too. But this is what you do. This is how you do it. You do it. So as you see, now you got like a little hippie thing. It's kind of cool. But so that's how you set the entire background here. Buttons, they're a little bit more difficult as far as trying to get them down right. So if we click on this element here, you'll see you have a hashtag TMP underscore button dash 56343. That's the element ID. So you would copy that, and you would go back into your custom CSS, and you would paste that in. You were supposed to paste that. Let's see. So we paste that in, and then to further direct where that needs to go, you want to target the actual L button class. So period EL for element, and then capital BUTTON, and that will target the actual L button class within the temp button ID. Now if you wanted to do, say, the background here of like this section, so we click on that cogwheel, we're going to grab the section ID here, we'll copy that information, and then we go back here into the CSS, and then we would paste that in, and then open curly brace, close curly brace, and then we'll paste. Oh, we need to go back and grab our let's do something different here. Let's do just kind of like this little blue here, and we want to go horizontal with that color. So we'll copy that. We'll go here and then paste that code in. And now you get a cool little gradient background here. This will override some of the system settings. So you would want to go back in and change, instead of being a full border, you could do no border. That would take away the border off of there. So you will have to play around with this as far as making it work with the default settings here, because some of this extra code will actually alter how the system works as well. So you got to be careful with that. All right, so I hope you enjoyed this little tidbit. You know, if you have any more questions, please don't hesitate to message back in. All right, thanks.